I don't know what tactics you're executing, but
I'm gonna put on the brakes and they'll fly right by. I'm not
of course, now you have an airplane falling on you, but minor details.
I want to hear that pitch in the design process. Just hear me out. Hear me out.
Yeah, right.
Hit the brakes, fly right by. 100% of the time, works every time.
Welcome to Black Rifle Coffee's Veterans React. I'm Richard Ryan, and today I'm joined by Jeremiah, otherwise known as Biff.
Howdy.
Mr. Glen Eberle from Eberlestock.
Once known as Craven.
Oh, yeah!
Hi, I'm Glen Eberle. I want to welcome you to the Eberlestock factory showroom.
I guess both of you guys got to recommend some movies, and realistically speaking, I mean, we couldn't start out without going straight into Top Gun.
Now, the first thing that's wrong here is there's a boat involved.
There is a boat. It makes it awkward.
And you're kind of one of those guys that swings both ways, so you did the boat thing?
I have been to the boat. I am not a boat professional.
Yeah. Just out of curiosity, what kind of impact did this movie have on you guys in your careers?
You first.
So I was not alive when Top Gun came out, because it came out in 79, I think, right? Was it 79?
No, it's the 80s.
Is it in the 80s?
Yes.
Right. Well, so I first saw Top Gun when I was in middle school, I think. And a lot of people got inspired to join the Navy. It was probably one of the best recruiting tools for the Navy, obviously, and because it's awesome. You got Tom Cruise and you got the doctor from ER, whatever his name is.
And I said, honey, you ain't seen nothing yet. All right, give me a fast trip. I need the hydration.
Don't worry, Doug. Just lie back.
I remember first watching this in middle school, and everybody wants to be like, all right, who do you pick? All right, am I gonna be Maverick? Am I gonna be Iceman?
Maverick, get down here and get this asshole off me. Easy, Cougar.
I was alive when Top Gun was made. I was in college, and of course, like everybody, it was like testosterone-filled young man. I was like, that looks like fun, and never had any clue at the time that I'd end up, getting to fly fighter planes.
You're lucky to be here. Thank you, sir.
My brother-in-law was a Blue Angel Navy fighter pilot.
Really?
Yeah, good dude. And he watched this movie, and he was like, oh man, that movie is super real. And I watched it, and after I was a fighter pilot, I'm like, actually no, it's kind of bullshit. But
You're like, oh yeah, it was super real. I'm like, well, I don't know what tactics you're executing, but
I can't shoot this son of a bitch. Let's see if we can have a little fun with him.
This isn't factually accurate.
I mean,
that whole inverted flipping him off.
You know, the finger.
Yes, I know the finger, Goose.
I'm sorry, I hate it when it does that. I'm sorry.
I would do that. That's cool.
it's certainly considerate.
Greetings. Watch the birdie.
So did you fly with a picture taped up in the
All
F4?
the time, of course, man. But of course, she was naked.
No questions. I have no questions.
I hate it when she does that.
Now, I love this. The woman, giving the guy some shit.
Oh, come on, Charlie.
Why didn't you tell me that you were a famous MiG insulter?
Would it have made any difference?
Not in the ladies' room, no.
What would have?
This is actually what made me want to be a fighter pilot. You get a
getting this
babe like
wrong.
that.
She has a PhD in astrophysics, and she's also a civilian contractor, so you do not salute her.
Oh, thanks, man. Good to know. As you were in, did you ever wear a polo underneath your flight suit?
Probably, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. It's extra help for the chafing, right?
The good days when I was flying the F4, honestly, I had a pretty good time.
Shocked to learn this.
I was a young lieutenant with keys to the airplane, and I'd go in the boss's office and I'd go, hey, I want to go to Florida next weekend, and he'd be like, all right, just go. And so I'd go to Florida and get shrimp and bring them back. And then I was asking so much. Finally, he goes, Craven, I'm going to tell you what. You don't even have to ask. You got a jet anytime you want, any weekend you want. All I ask is that on Monday morning you come in here and tell me what happened.
Tell me what happened, and we'll get back.
Stipulations.
And it was good training. I mean, I had a young man
Absolutely.
taking an F4 wherever I wanted in the country, and
That's phenomenal.
It was pretty freaking amazing. Yeah, so once in a while, maybe non-regulation clothing might have been involved.
Tower, this is Ghost Rider requesting a flyby.
Negative, Ghost Rider. The pattern is full.
As you look at this, like just for reference, like that is, he's at like 50, 60 feet in the air.
Yeah.
And that's a big fighter to be flying at 60 feet in the air.
Over 5 air-controlled towers and 1 admiral's daughter.
The Eagle, I'm sure, is really similar, but the F4, one of the cool things about it, was you could feel the airplane. Once you understood it.
Yeah.
I remember weaving around trees, or like deep in canyons. Back when we could fly the Hawaii or the Bruno Canyons,
Oh yeah, I love
way
flying a
deep
Bruno
in
Canyon.
those
That thing
things,
was
man.
awesome.
Yeah. This is where it's the I'm going to put on the brakes and I'm just going to fly right by.
You're gonna do what?
In the A10, you didn't have that problem because the brakes were always
Because the brakes are always
It was like, I'm just going to fly along and
Yeah.
I'm going to fly right by. And then I'm going to shoot him with my gun.
In the A10, you got like, I have fly mode and I have land mode.
absolutely.
I'm gonna hit the brakes, he'll fly right by.
Shit, he's gonna get a lock on us!
I got the new
Yeah,
for you guys.
Oh, no way!
The new hotness.
Oh,
There it
is that
is.
Tom Cruise?
Top Gun Maverick.
Holy shit! Oh, he's flying F-14s again? What?
Apparently that F-14 makes an appearance again in this
I
movie.
did not even think they could get one of those to fly anymore. Oh, he's in a Hornet. That's cool.
The Mighty Rhino. It's a good looking airplane.
It's made of plastic, though. Really? Have you ever flown one of those things?
The Rhino?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't feel like a plastic airplane.
No,
maybe
it's
you're
phenomenal.
used to plastic airplanes. I mean, for me, a metal guy, those plastic ones were kind of weird.
Rhino's a great airplane. Yeah, that's an airplane that'll definitely bring you home.
Good morning, aviators. This is your captain speaking.
That makes me want to go do that.
How do you feel that? I was gonna say, how does the cinematography on that like?
Oh, it's perfect.
Portray it.
Oh, well, that was a little messed up.
That's a totally very.
Wait. What was that?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah.
2 versus 1? He's got to be kidding.
Like as you go into a section,
I didn't even want to say what I think I saw.
You gotta always split the section. Like, duh.
Oh yeah, they got the beach scenes. Did you see that? The high
You
five
gotta have
and
the beach scenes with the high fives. If you're not wearing dog tags and jeans playing volleyball, like, are you even a pilot?
They saw what a recruiting tool the first
Oh,
one was, so they're
phenomenal.
like, you know what we're gonna do with this one? Space Force.
Space Force. Oh, hogs,
Now,
baby.
there we go. There we go.
Alpha, send the hog, sir.
Okay, send the hogs over to kill box 1 Alpha and
Give me
Yeah.
some 30 Mike
Yeah.
Mike
All
against a
right.
giant
Yeah.
robot. This
Yeah.
is going to be fun.
You know what? If I have to fight a giant robot, that's what I want.
That's for
Right.
sure. That's
I
it.
want a 30
no
millimeter.
question. 400,000 foot-pounds of impact velocity at like 4,000 feet or something like that. Each slug.
Yeah.
And there's 65 of them a second.
Yeah.
So it's just so much freaking
dirty
like,
math. That's a
crazy-
lot.
That's
Yeah.
bananas.
So
Yeah.
it would do that to a big robot.
It would absolutely do that to a big robot.
I mean, that's
Like, that big robot.
totally realistic. I
That
love
big
that.
robot is done.
No freaking way that thing's still not down.
Did you see Terminator?
Oh, yeah.
Salvation?
This is a great one. Yeah, more hogs.
HK is down.
More 30 millimeter.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna
Things
send
don't
them
mess
in
you
for
up.
the robots. We learned that in Transformers.
You know, especially in like an end of the world type scenario.
What year?
2020.
You're gonna want to probably have a hog.
Yeah, right.
Like,
So the thing
I
is,
can land it wherever I want to land
that
it.
thing that's chasing those guys, it looks like a lot faster than a hog really would be. I mean, that's what's wrong with this movie.
Taking fire.
Now it probably could be rained on by boulders and still be okay.
Eject, Williams, eject!
Is Pearl Harbor here?
Yeah.
Oh, here they
Nice.
come.
I look back at the whole World War II thing. It stuns me. You know, if you understand what happened during that 5-year span of time, it's just like crazy.
What do you think about like those torpedo squadrons, right? Like, so I launch a squadron of 12 torpedo bombers on a target, and 2 come back.
Right.
You're like,
yeah.
Wait a minute.
And that's normal.
And that's just like, well, that was a Tuesday.
There you go.
Oh yeah. That's scary. That would scare the shit out of me.
That would scare it.
Now I don't know about that. They were below the bows of the ship. That'd be pretty hard to do.
You know, it's pretty cool, like when you go out to Pearl Harbor and to Hickam Air Force Base, like they still have all of the old hangars from World War II and from Pearl Harbor, and so you can go out and you can look at those hangars, and there's still bullet holes in the hangars.
Oh, cool.
You can go see them at Hickam Air Force Base.
Yeah.
Dudes jumping over. That's the problem with boats is there's water underneath them, and like those guys jumping over to get out. I mean, there's sharks in that water. What in the heck?
As Marty Scoblin will say.
There's a lot of scary things in the ocean.
Will fuck you up.
You can't shoot your way out of the ocean. Like the ocean will fuck you up.
Oh, that's my favorite movie. That really was my favorite movie.
Oh yeah.
What's the deal between Chuck Yeager?
So this is the right stuff.
Yeah.
Right now, this is the proper.
This is actually what really made me want to be a fighter pilot.
This is one of the best films of all time.
Just because these guys are all so badass.
Yeah.
Fucking A, Bubba.
That's right.
Exactly. Just talk to these people. Let's get this thing over the road.
So you got Chuck Yeager there as Sam Shepard's character.
And honestly, I wanted to be Sam Shepard. You know.
Everybody, all of us want to be Sam Shepard. Everybody wants to be Chuck.
Think I see a plane over here with my name on it. Now you talk.
What about this movie,
Incredible.
though?
It's just outstanding.
Incredible film.
Super inspiring. Well done.
Fucking A, Bubba.
Like for me, I was in the Air Force at a different era. You know, F4s, there was a lot of camaraderie and a lot of bullshit and a lot of fun, a lot of laughter. A-10s too, they're both kind of that kind of community where you kind of like a little bit cowboyish. And there's a little bit of the cowboy in these fighter pilots.
Absolutely.
And it just makes me feel good even now.
They keep thinking they got the right stuff. I mean, what kind of stuff? You mean heroism, bravery?
It's more reminiscent of my experience than some other things, like the Top Gun movies, for example.
That's so.
And the truth is, the stuff they're flying was super dangerous.
Yeah.
Incredible.
What airframe is this?
That's an F-104.
Yeah, it's an F-104 Starfighter. Yeah. Chuck Yeager is basically strapped to a rocket that has teeny tiny wings.
Yeah. And the thing that's totally backwards about that airplane, and besides, I think it's really cool, like one of the funnest, coolest looking airplanes ever. But the ejection seat ejected you down out of the bottom of it. You figure that out. That just makes no sense.
Did it really?
Yep, that went down.
Wow.
It's just wrong.
Yeah,
it's like,
it's
you gotta check yourself at the ground. It's
It's
great, like you have a whole bunch of altitude, but it's really bad down low.
I want to hear that pitch in the design process.
We got an idea.
Hear me out.
If you ask me, I don't believe the damn thing even exists.
So is this like the first test flight of that, or?
No, I think it was, I don't know what
Yeah, so this is after this is well after the sound barrier is broken, because in the F-104 you could break the sound barrier.
Yeah.
No problem, you can break the sound barrier. I think in this scene, he basically goes too high and then bounces off of the atmosphere or something like that, and goes absolutely out of control.
Christ almighty.
Would have been a totally, I'm pretty sure, unsurvivable ejection.
Right.
From where he's just like coming out of 100,000+ feet as he's on the way down, and so he does punch out.
Smoking hole, and he walking away from it.
Just for the record, I wasn't agreeing for my.
I think this is cool because I think James Bond's really a badass. And
he's clearly good at everything.
Oh my God.
Motorcycles, airplanes, cars.
And all good until we get to this thing where he puts the thing straight up and then goes backwards into the hole in the ground. I'm not thinking that's survivable.
Can I offer an opinion?
He's flying an old
C-40.
C-40.
A DC-3, which is the coolest thing
old
ever.
DC-3.
I mean, I would love to fly one of those. Tail dragger, that size, awesome.
Tail dragger
so
flying is so much fun.
I think we lost him.
All right, you
And
can,
again,
like, you
the
can
other
fly
thing I
down
like
there
about
as long
James
as you
Bond is
want.
that, you know,
I'm gonna
women like
murder
that.
you.
He always gets women like that. How do you do that?
Tip of the cap.
Get in.
What?
Get in.
All right.
That's actually pretty cool. I mean, really well done flying scenes. I mean, that airplane smoking and flying through the canyons. I love that. It's awesome. And that little goofy, you know, Brazilian whatever that thing is, that's probably a pretty good airplane.
Yeah.
Chasing a DC-3 especially.
Yeah. Is it one of those like, is it like a Strike Master or something like that? Oh, he's basically just pushing it. Woo! Yeah.
Nice.
No, you ain't gonna make it out of that one. You're like, really? I just got rid of the airplane chasing me. Now I got a helicopter chasing me.
Yeah, see that big hole in the ground down there? You tell me what you think.
Okay.
Just realistic.
The Americans are going to be none too pleased about this.
Well, I mean, as soon as all of that stuff goes to the back, now you've dramatically
now we're
shifted
like,
your CG,
oh, shoot,
and now
the
you're
nose
like,
is going
now
straight
you're
up.
gonna
Now
die.
this is actually really, guys, because I've done that. I've gone straight up and gone, oh shit, I can't fly anymore. And now
Bullseye
I'm gonna
nose
go straight
high.
down for a while.
Controls release. Of course, now you have an airplane falling on you, but you know, minor details.
Yeah.
Does she have a rig on?
Yeah, so she's got a rig on.
She's gonna pull dirty low.
Oh, that's pretty
Super
low.
bad. Yeah, you're the skydiving expert. You know what's going on here. So Richard, tell me.
How do you feel about pulling into a canyon at about 150 feet? Well, maybe not the approved technique.
Yeah, no, not the best of days.
I apologize.
I feel like we should just like string these things out uncut, because like the more and more we do it, it feels like a travesty to cut it down to like 15 minutes or whatever.
Well, especially when Hollywood gets it, 100% correct every time.
Every single time. Every single time. What do you guys got going on? What do you like? Where can people find more about you?
Well, I'm now running a company called Eberlestock.
Eberlestock.
Yeah, and we make backpacks for hunting and military, and that's really where the latter's where my heart is. It's been fun to get into the fight in a different way, and do a lot with snipers around.
We didn't even get to. We had like all these hunting movies like queued up, and we didn't even get it. So we have to do this again. If you guys want to leave us a comment below, any hunting movies or any movies, future guests that you want to see, put it in the comments below. We'll put links in the description how to find out more about Eberlestock and everything. So,
very cool. Thanks.
Biff, always a pleasure.
Thanks, man.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Biff, good to meet you too.
We have to have him on again. You know,
Good
I
time.
have to do this. Like I can't say this enough. The ocean will fuck you up.
The ocean, it will mess you up. Exactly.